Good morning and welcome to the TGM studio here in West Cork, broadcasting from Ireland on what's today, the 29th of January 2011. Can't see it here from here, but outside it is a really lovely, crispy, frosty winter's morning. Now, see on the monitor there beside me this old vehicle? Well, yesterday, 125 years ago, was what is considered to be the birth of the automobile when Mr. Mercedes, sorry, it wasn't Miss Mercedes, it was Mr. Benz, his daughter's name was Mercedes, filed a patent for the first car. And this is it. Let's get a closer look at it. There we go. Two nice gentlemen on it. It was 954 cc's. It could do, I think, maximum speed of around 15 or 16 kilometers per hour, which would be about 10 miles per hour in today's money. I'm just wondering when these people, when they were sitting on their horseless carriage, did they have any idea of what, in 125 years on, what a new type of Mercedes would look like? Well, this is the one that was launched at the, I think it was the Detroit Motor Show in January 2011, so just a week or two ago. Now look at that for the dashboard of your new 2011 car. Needless to say, it has come on a long way. But look at this. Right in the middle of it, what do we have? We have Google. Yes. Mercedes have decided, in their wisdom, that now they're going to have internet in the dashboard. They do say that, of course, you can only surf the web while it's stationary, but I can see a lot of people being tempted. After all, you have a terminal there. Weather, Google Maps, they're nice things that you'd be talking about. But I'm sure people are going to be surfing just about anything that they want to while they're driving. It was developed in conjunction by two companies, Nokia, which we all know, another company called CE4A, which stands for Consumer Electronics for the Auto. And the whole thought process behind this was that the the Nokia phone or the smartphone was going to be integrated into the dashboard. And that's why Nokia were involved in it. CE4A, well, because they're involved with consumer electronics for autos. So we're now going to have our phone up on the dashboard, able to surf the web. Sorry, I can't say that I like it. I could think of much better things to stick into my car. Hey mate, this is one that I like a lot more. Yes, definitely. This is from our friends Volkswagen. Yes, the German car. This is the new Volkswagen. Now, this is only a concept car, but this is one that I do like. I think this has got great potential. And why? Well, it can do 261 miles to the gallon. That to me is nirvana. Like, think about it. Not 260, 261 miles to the gallon. Yes, I could nearly afford to drive a car again at the price that petrol here is over in Ireland. The engine in it is a miserly 800cc engine. I remember the first car that I drove was my sister's. It was a Fiat 850. It couldn't go very fast and it couldn't go very far. Well, this one, the 800cc engine generates, it's about 48, around 48 horsepower. But coupled with that, they have got an electric motor, which I think is about 27 horsepower. Putting the two of them together, what type of specifications do we come up in terms of acceleration and speed? Well, you would expect if you're going to get 261 miles to the gallon that it will not be very nifty on its feet. It will not be able to go very fast. It will not be able to accelerate very much. Kind of right. The acceleration, 0 to 62 miles per hour in just under 12 seconds, 11.9 seconds. Okay, you're not going to win a Formula One Grand Prix with that, but you're not going to be left sitting at the lights either. I think that's a fairly good acceleration. Top speed? Well, they don't actually give the top speed per se, but what they say is that it is limited to 100 miles an hour. Okay, we have a nice car here, I think. So, how far to go on a tank of petrol? Well, you can get 261 miles to the gallon, and they say that a tank of petrol will do 342 miles. Now, I don't have a calculator here, but those of you who have it, try and work it out. I think it'd work out at, would it be just under 1.5 gallons to fill up? So you call into your local Texaco Esso, whatever station you have, and you stick the nozzle in, and it's full. 1.5 gallons, like, that's nothing. You could carry that around in your pocket nearly. This is one phenomenal car. It's carbon fibre. Unfortunately, to me, that's the bad news, because if it's carbon fibre, it's going to be expensive. I'm not going to be able to afford it. Now, this is a concept car. I'll give you a closer look at it there. It's a concept car, and it is the third in a series. The first two that they made, the first two, they were tandem seats where you'd have the driver in the front, passenger in the back. Not a great idea. This is the first one that they've come out with where it is driver passenger sitting side by side in the front. That's okay. So there you have it there. What else can I say about it? I think that's about it. You see there that on the rear is actually narrower than the front, and that is all helping towards this aerodynamics. Let's have another close look at it there, and I'll just show you something else. See here on the wheel arches. This is the type of aerodynamics that they've done. They have basically got rid of anything that is going to increase the drag. Really phenomenal the way that they've done it. Okay, so much for Volkswagen. Oh, one last thing. How much luggage space does it have? Well, that's the problem. It's got around 3.5 cubic feet. So if you take 3 feet 1, okay, that's the width. Let's say it's 3.5 cubic feet, has 3.5 feet by 1 foot by 1 foot. Don't play golf. Well, I wonder, would you get a golf bag into that? Don't think so. Okay, you get a bit of shopping in, but maybe you won't do too much shopping either. So that is the Volkswagen. I thought that was a nice one. Now, that has just been released, or the concept has just been put on show at Qatar. I think yesterday it went on show. So look out for that. The word on the street in Qatar, I've heard, is that Volkswagen are looking at making this into a production model due for release in the year 2013, which is only 2 years ago. So roll on, roll on. I'd like that one. Now, there was one that was, again, a concept vehicle that was shown at the Detroit Motor Show this month, January 2011. It's called the Mini Paceman concept. Now, Mini goes back a long, long time, and it was made by British Leyland over in the UK. I remember the first car my brother had was a Mini. Yeah, it was sophisticated. There was a little bit more than a piece of string to open the doors. Now, this was the production model. It wasn't